People, people, Andy Livingston again, and we're there. For chat to now again, pull up a chair, man. I make a reason. Saying, Jamaica business. And with this time, we are talking about Jamaica sports business. Yes? I will start like this. Anybody remember a name Jack Harvey? So Jack Harvey became Jack Ali Harvey. Switched allegiance to Turkey in 2015. And at the time, we saw Jack switch. And nobody never opened their arms about it. You know, people looked at it as, okay. It was kind of the first time we have seen this. Outside of Merlin, of course, who kind of switched at the end of our career, you know. Merlin was already a celebrated Jamaican. Now we still celebrate Merlin. You know what I mean? She's ours. Just like Jack is ours. However, how much I want to remember Jack Harvey. Jack Harvey have a PR in at 100 meters of 9.92 seconds. And in the 200 of 20.38. That 9.92 second is Turkey's 100 meters national record. What is Jamaica's national record in the 100 meter and the 200 meter? How many people in our program have gone faster than these two marks in them two disciplines? And then Jack Ali Harvey was a part of the setup during our, what would I probably consider, our halcyon days. Asafa, Bolt, you know, and the whole of that aggregation. And the woman them was strong and for them side too, with Veronica still there, you know, Shelly and all of them. Saying, if Jack had stayed in Jamaica, what would have become of Jack? Could Jack have made the kind of money that he might have been offered by a Turkey? I beg to say no. I see somebody say, even when you win a gold medal in Jamaica, you know, for Turkey, you may have been seeing over $500,000 US. You know, with all sorts of other perks. All you get from Jamaica is a kiss from Babsy. And that me see them as out there. But seriously, we now faced with a situation where my understanding is that Turkey has been kind of headhunting 8 of our athletes. And so far, 4 kind of seem to take up the offer. We have Rajendra Campbell, silver medal, no, bronze medal in the shot put at the Worlds. We have Roger Stoner, Olympic gold, not just Olympic gold medalist, Olympic record holder. See? We have Wayne Pinnock, long jumper, silver medalist at the Worlds. And we have one of the brightest prospects in the triple jump in the world, winning a lot of junior titles and setting junior records in a youth named Jaden Ebert. See? Those are people that have confirmed that they might take up the offer. What kind of offer they might take up? They might take up an offer where Turkey offer them of at least 500,000 US dollars, $500,000 US, plus a lot of other perks. I am understanding that they might offer, they're getting offered wages, monthly wages, and the bells and the whistles. I may understand it's a 7-year contract. Yes. Also, they'll be able to train anywhere. They'll just be representing the country's flag. So we may jolly well have athletes in Jamaica training in Jamaica with some of who have proven to the world's best coaches, but representing other flags. And we say, some are of the opinion that the athlete them sell out. Well, if the coach them, I go coach them. If the coach them, I go coach them. I sell the coach them sell out. Our people just practice them profession. Now let us look at it. In athletics, you can have a long career that you may not be plagued with injury. But we have seen where some of our brightest youth them, injury plague them and them no reach nowhere. Come out as champs looking like them are going to be the world beater. And after a couple injuries, them have to give up this dream. Some of them really never even took the opportunity to get further education. And so, get left in the lurch. You know, set up for struggle for life. You know, some of them really would have been able now to go back to school and take a different career path. But the dream would have left some of them. See, one injury, because in athletics you sit down on a knife edge. You can be the greatest thing today, and you get an injury and you're never the same. Yeah? We see that happen to, what's his name? The guy that was number 2. The beast, we call him. That was number 2 to Usain Bolt. And one injury and he has not been the same since. Yeah? Bright prospect. Luckily, I feel him did make some money before. So, it's a big decision we face a youth, you know. Whether I'm going to take up an offer like this or not. You know what I mean? So, somehow we consider, boy, we loyal to the flag and rare. Next time you go to a coronation market, you see? Take out loyalty to the flag out of your pocket and tell the vendor, say that you have to spend. You have to chase out of the market so fast we go dead for hungry. And so, when a youth make a decision, because what is a man to do? You grow up, you turn man, you take on responsibilities. Or a woman, you take on responsibilities. And you have a career. You have chosen a career path. And it avails you of some opportunities. If you make these opportunities slip, you can't blame nobody down the road, you know. And so, a man really have to look at how do I take care of myself, my future welfare, and that of my family. And like I hear some people say, my friends as well, because obviously, you know, you're going to have some people that you want to bring up with you. Yeah? So, it's a decision not to be taken lightly. See? So when a youth make the decision, I'm sure it's not an easy decision. I'm sure a youth not just see the money and say, well, give me the money. You know what I mean? Our athletes are Jamaican first and Jamaican at heart, but at the same time, they are human beings and they must consider their own welfare, their own future. So when a youth see $500,000 on the table, how does he leave that on the table? $500,000 US we are talking about. It's an $500,000 little Jamaican dollar. It's a tough ask for say, boy, don't take it. And in the case of Roger Stoner was basically on his way to the NFL in the US, you know. Roger Stoner was kind of looking at a career in a football, American football that is. So we were about to lose him from the Jamaican track and field team anyway. So Jamaica really would not have lost anything in a stoner. So, you know, we give thanks for the medal him give away, we give thanks for the great feelings he gave to the nation. And he move on, make a decision for him family. We give thanks for the youth. You know what I mean? We in Pinnock as well. All of the man them now, because they are all medalists at different levels in their own right. But me understand say Al Campbell is what them saying did that work. Campbell was flipping burgers somewhere, me understand. And a train. Nobody no help, no serious help. And I say no serious help because me understand say J3 is really help some of the man them where come say them still not get no help at all. You can't say you not get no help at all. You may not get the desired help. Yeah? But so we do a video and we criticize Asafa and those who are shallow in reasoning. Some of them burn way out and say, hey, and thing. We criticize Asafa not for the fact of him saying, boy, we Jamaican athletes could look elsewhere. We criticize Asafa because Asafa disparaged the country in doing so. And everybody know a little Jamaica this. Yes? And Asafa became champion, most with some help. Me sure say again, me I go say this. I never miss Mrs. Powell just provide everything for Asafa. So Asafa had availed himself of some help from the national setup as well as his club, who he had attempted to leave at one point. Leave the club and had to go back. Yeah, so we criticize Asafa not for him saying, boy, given where we are in Jamaica and given, you know, the shakiness of a career in track and field, maybe you should look to take some money that is available at some place else. Them you to take their money, them not beat Jamaica. And that's what I talk about. While you take your money, you have to understand, say, you come out of an economy where just cannot support you to the level that you may need. Others, it work for them. Turn superstar boy and make crazy money. Whole heap of them. But if it's not working for you, for argument's sake, if me was Jack Harvey, you think me would have turn on you when me go against all of them man there. Michael Freighter, Usain Bolt, Asafa Powell himself at that time. Jack Harvey no probably that dead free hungry boy, man. With the 9.92. Where that a go? Oh, I think the 9.58, 9.6 sitting and them sitting there. So you look on your 9.92 and you know, so you max out to do that. You probably look around the world to see what is available to you. See? So, you know, we can't blame the youth then. I want to say this though. I see where there's an allegation out there that Jamaica turned down, J3 that is, turned down a contract for $40 million US from a sponsor. Right now what we have on the board is a $1 million US sponsorship per year from one brand, sportswear brand. And we understand say another one was on the table. And them turn it down. For whatever reason them turn it down, me now go presume to know everything and all of the, you know, modalities involved. But right now that needs to be looked at because obviously you them need help. Yes, and whatever help them can get, we need to make it available. Otherwise, where does our track program go? What going to happen to our track and field program really now? After champs, what happens with our promising athletes when people are now looking to mine what we have here. Youth and youth are going to start cutting up. Youth and youth are going to start cut. Just like how people looking opportunities fly out to other countries to go work, to make foreign exchange, to take care of them family down here so and set a future for themselves. And you can't blame the youth. Can't blame them. So G3 is, you know, it kind of get urgent. Yeah? All this feeling of euphoria and the high that it gives us when one of ours do good on the world stage in athletics. Pretty soon it look like we have to go see them around for other country, and just like how we used to love cheer for John Barnes and, you know, the man them where the Jamaicans where run for other country and play the different things for other country. We celebrate them. We probably have to go start celebrate the youth them from afar. It's a serious thing. It's a serious thing. So, me sure we not have we can't match $500,000 US. Maybe per annum for 7 years for each man on the team. With Jamaica send out, you know, a 60-man team. Man and woman team. See? So we have to start to look at what else we can do for them youth. You have to keep them at home. But then Jamaica itself is going to be placed in a situation. Because let us say now, you start dole out passes of land and thing to them youth and thing. Just like how them consider getting injured and the career might not be there anymore to serve them, you know. Them get injured this career now and got them out to serve Jamaica either, you know. So it's some deep things to think about and some hard decisions to make. But on both sides, we're going to have to look at making it. The youth them have to make them decisions, Jamaica have to make its decision. If we want to have our best remain here. It's a thing. And it's nothing we are stopped tomorrow, you know. It's an impending danger of us losing what it is that we have created. Think about it. And the living stand out again, you know. Saying blessings and peace. Respect.